Okay, we're live over here at our local pond. In this case, it's Bethany Lakes here in the city of Allen, and yours truly is back out again. This time we're doing the mobile fishing live stream on the GoPro, and I'm back out with the Thief and a little 4-weight, or correction, 4-weight. That's that rod tip that broke, and I fixed it and went and switched out the reel. Last time the reel was messed up. The drag was well, the drag got loose on me, so I fixed it. But I went ahead and got the trusty Echo Ion fly reel, and now I'm gonna come out here and see what we can do. It's a little chilly. It's about 57 degrees is what I saw. Slight wind. And well, let's go fishing. All right, one thing that I like to do is I like to stay away from the bank when I first walk up. One of the things that I notice is I'll spook fish if I walk right up to the bank. So let's make sure we don't spook anything. All right. This one is riding fairly just under the water, so but it's shallow enough I can still see it. I think I see some beds here too. Yeah, I think that's a little bed. All right, let's just keep working our way around. A little chilly though. All right. Now, I'm not sure if they'll be moving about. It is pretty cold. Shivering right now. But all right, let's just see what we can do. All right, I'm just going to start working the pond and we'll see what happens. There's a bed right there. All right. Let's see what we can do. I don't see any bluegill yet either. All right, I'm just kind of flip-flopping with the fly rod right now, but I'll cast it here in a moment. Okay, just kind of working our way here. I think I saw one other fisherman out. It looks like there's some stuff starting to stage, like they want to, that they're bedding. I see, well, maybe some bluegill nests or beds. I'll work my way over. See, am I still alive here or alive? Yeah. I'll just kind of drag the line here slowly. So far, nothing. I've been here about maybe 5-10 minutes, maybe. Chilly morning. All right, let's go this way. Oh, I got tangled. Just bear with me, I got tangled. All right. Now I really got tangled. Didn't expect that. Flipped it around the rod tip, it looks like. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, got it. Shorten the line while I walk the pond. Mainly looking for those beds again. That one that I caught, that 20-inch one, is just across the street over there by Kroger. Oh, there's a bass. Ah, I just spooked them. I spooked them. Okay. Let's see if we get something to hit in this spot. I see some potential beds here. Like I was saying, it's pretty cold right now. Maybe I should just slow down the presentation. See if I can cast it out a little bit further. So it was one year, there was some nice sized bass that were all kind of bedding right next to the cypress knees for these cypress trees, and you would just kind of look in the roots and in the vegetation area, and every once in a while you'd kind of get a glimpse of them. And I think I actually caught one way back right over here by this tree. I think I got a picture or a video of it. I think it was before I was doing videos. I think it was just mainly pictures back then. Okay, we'll just do a little short retrieve here. Nothing. Okay, still nothing. See if I can get a longer cast out real quick with this short rod. It's like the geese want to play. Look at that one. All right, let's keep working it. Still haven't caught anything yet. And it's kind of chilly. I tend to have to cast more when I'm using the short rod along with no shooting head. So just kind of pop it in here. Takes me like a couple of casts to get it going. All right. All right, let's go this way. All right, come on, talk to me. Let's see what we got. All right. Let's go flip it out this way. See if anything's over here by the little canal or channel that heads into the feeder creek here, or the canal here. Let's go flop over on this other side of the bridge here and check it out. Oh boy, it's chilly. May switch over to that Ned rig on the Bait Finesse gear. It's a little chilly. Some duckies. All right, let's kind of walk up close here real quick. Stay back a little, just make sure we don't scare anything. Nope. I saw something moving over there where that bird was. Okay, nothing. Oh, there goes something. I think there's a little fish, maybe a little bass. Maybe I'll get them to hit. Come on, come and hit. Oh, it looks like the bird got something. He's chasing something. Look at him. What's he chasing? What are you chasing, buddy? Oh, he did get something. He just ate it. All right, well, somebody's catching something. All right, just kind of drifted in here real quick. Let me switch to a smaller fly here. There's some little bluegill or sunfish down there. All right. Let's see what we got. Come on. Yeah, I thought we were gonna have some warmer temps, but guess not. And then I think it's supposed to rain later today. But we're here now. That's most of it. No, nothing kind of hanging in this channel here. Let's move back a little. Let's get it out there. Negative Ghost Rider. Let's see what we can do this way. Just gonna walk my way over on the pond area. I thought I saw a wake behind this one. All right, we'll just keep working the bank and check in on us if you guys gotta leave. I understand, it's kind of slow right now. Oh, I had one. Shoot, pulled it out of his mouth. All right. He was close too. He was close. Let's go this way. There's some more geese. Come on. Alright, let's go this way. Trying to get the fly just past the tree here where the cypress knees are. Shallow. Be surprised. A little thing. Folks over there. I think I might switch. Let's go switch our fly. Alright. Let's switch it out. Let's see what else we got here. Alright. I brought some of these. This one if I was working some beds. And then, but I think it's going to be small guys today. So I think I'm going to go with a near deer. Right here. Near deer. And I may even put an indicator on it and just kind of go to one spot where I can just kind of dead drift it, because it's kind of chilly and I think it's a little fish are a little slow right now and don't really want to move around much. So if that's the case, you may need to just drop one right in front of them and let them decide to hit. So yeah, let's do that. Put on a little indicator along with a little near deer, that size 10, and see what that does for us. So I got that. Ow, shoot, poked myself. And got a short leader. I'm gonna go ahead and put that indicator on there. Look at that. So that's you clean up your fly box and you get it all pretty and everything at the beginning of the season. By end of season, if not into the next season, in this case warmer weather, everything's everywhere. So I'll have to clean it up later on. Yeah, I attempt to not keep my fly box organized as the season progresses. Alright, got the indicator on. Let me go take up some line. I think I'm gonna walk over to one of these spots where I can drift this little fly under the indicator and maybe something will hit. Alright, so let's just go check it out here shortly. Let's just take a walk. Alright. There's the geese again. Go over there by that drainage ditch culvert. There's that one, and there's another one over here. But let's go to this one first. I'm really looking for is when the bluegills start nesting. And it's fun times then, because then you can just kind of catch them anytime you want and just figure out which one they want to hit, which most times it's some kind of small bug, fly, or when they're hitting the surface, a popper. That's always fun. All right, so you can see where all this erosion, and over here did some fixing up, and a lot of rain came, washed it down. All this junk is now over here, and there's like a little shallow spot hump. Do you see some fish in the water? Looks like some little guys. All right. So yeah, there's like a shallow spot here that gets a little bit deeper, and then you got the culvert. So I'm just gonna walk up slowly, toss my fly out with the indicator. See if something will hit it. It's gonna be I think only about 2-3 feet deep, or depth on the indicator, so it's not very deep at all. Fishing a near deer. Olive tends to be the one I use a lot. I see a bunch of little small fry right here, little tiny fish, like a whole ball of them. So somebody had babies, and then I see some clear spots where something's been clearing out space. So it looks like they're starting to nest. I don't see any on their beds right now, and they don't look like the bluegill style one. All right, let's just kind of play around here real quick, and then we'll move on to the next spot. Usually you can get some little bluegill or somebody to strike. While we're here, I'm gonna work my way over and see if I can peek at some clear spot to my right. All right. Over the years, I've caught crappie here. Not consistently, but every once in a while I'll catch one. But it's mainly just the bluegill, sunfish, bass. Used to be some nice sized catfish too. I don't know. Haven't actually fished for catfish here in a while. But I do see some people out here. And so there may be a few still. All right, nothing. Let's go try another spot. So what I'm doing is, because of the cooler weather in the 50s right now, I switched over to an indicator, a smaller fly, and I'm slowing down my presentation to where I'm trying to find some deeper areas to fish. In this case, here's the overflow from the back pond that you can usually try fishing close to it, and it's a little bit deeper, and every once in a while you'll get a good strike with something. So I'm just kind of walking up here and trying to find an open area. Let's see if something will hit. I think it's pretty clobbered right now. Yeah, I think I see a bunch of junk in the water. There's a bed right here. Let's see. I'll approach it just a little bit far from it, and let's see if I can see anything in there. Tough to see with the reflection right now, but no, I don't see anything. Let's go back this way. All right, it may be a bust this round, but we were able to get out here at least before it started to rain. It's supposed to rain about noon, I think, or 2 o'clock today. So just kind of drop one here. Try working the fly with the indicator. All right, let's go walk over to the other drainage ditch culvert. All right, slow go so far, slow go. All right. Oh, I see some bluegill. Huh. I see a little bluegill. Oh yeah. All right, I see some beds. And I see a bass. Oh yeah. All right, I see some beds on over here, plus a bass. Actually, 2 bass. Oh yeah. I think that may be a sunfish. Yeah, okay. Let's take the indicator off. Let's switch to something that that'll float above the vegetation. I do see some bass. I do see some bluegill that look like they're starting to go on beds in several spots. They just don't seem to be moving much because it is chilly. But I did notice that one of the bass kind of eyed my indicator like he was interested in it, so that may be a sign that they'll strike on top also. So let's see. And of course I don't have anything that floats right now. Yeah, oh wait, no. Oh, here we go. Oh wow, this is little. I was hoping for something bigger than that. All right, let's see. Well, I don't know. Shoot. Maybe I'll just go back to, let's see, something light colored so I can see it. Maybe one of these pink near deer. Yeah, let's try that. We'll go with pink. Actually, maybe we should go back to the thief, because that one floats right above vegetation, doesn't it? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to the thief and we'll float it above the vegetation. And well, I'm starting to see some bluegill down there. Got some blue golly, but they're not very big. I think the thief's going to be a little bit too big for them. Let's see. I see a Guadalupana in here. That's one that is a good one. Yeah, right here. The fish, because it'll ride higher in the water column, and maybe that's a high enough to where I can still keep it above the vegetation, because it's really clobbered here right now. I see a lot of algae, this green stuff that gets stuck on your hook right here. See, look at that. That definitely is a bummer. Later on they'll put that blue stuff in here that'll help clear things, and that'll make it a little bit easier. But right now I'm noticing some bluegill, some bass, kind of moving about slowly, which tells me I need to go and tie me up a foam grasshopper or something and try using it. And maybe as things warm up, maybe during the week, I'll come back and we'll do one of those foam grasshoppers and fish it. But for now, I'm going to put on a Guadalupana. It's a variation of the Guadalupana that's used on the Guadalupe for some Guadalupe bass as well as for trout. And let's see, Lefty Chapa, I think, is the one who first came up with the fly, and he used a bigger version of it, or it's the original version is much bigger than what I tie. I tie this one on a size 10 or size 8 hook sometimes, and right there, and use it mainly for trout and bass and pond fishing like this. All right, All right, there's one looking at it. Yeah, it's a little bluegill. Let's see if I can get him to hit. Drag it slowly by, chasing it. One looked at it, he nipped at it. I think right now they would, I think a little Betts brimgetter or a foam grasshopper or foam spider would hit these guys right now. Because they're chasing it, kind of nipping at it at the tail. Bear with me, hopefully I can get one here in a moment. Took the indicator off. Just gonna drag it slowly across the area. I can see some little guys kind of following behind it. Okay, let's go back here. It's like 2 of them looking at it, 3 of them. One picked it up. Must be little mouths. Oh, pulled that one out of his mouth. All right. Oh, I just seen the big splash over there. Let's see if maybe a bass will strike this one. Okay, or maybe that was a turtle. Let's go back out this way and see what happens. Little guy just poked at it. Yeah, must not have big mouths. Must be little. Yeah. Yeah, I think they'd be hitting on top right now if I had one of those foam spiders or grasshoppers. I see some little guys looking at it. All right. That one just nipped at it. Yeah, they're not big at all. I'm thinking if I put one of those Griffith's gnat or something, they'll hit it. Yeah, I bet they would. Well, let's try this one real quick, and then I'm gonna switch over to Griffith's gnat and fish it wet, because these guys aren't very big. They're interested in the fly, but I think the fly is just a little bit too big for them. Maybe just right for their appetite, but not enough for their mouth. All right, let's see. And what I see is, I'll see like 2 or 3 of them kind of trail behind it and then kind of nip at it, but they're not able to actually take it. So I'll have to, I guess, help them out with a smaller fly. Yeah, there's one right behind it, chasing it. All right, let's switch to a smaller fly. Well, it's good to see that we see some bluegill finally. It's been several trips now where I come out here and I haven't seen much movement other than over there by the drainage deal. So I got little dry fly, Griffith's gnat that I fish wet, and I'm gonna hopefully see if I can get one of these guys to hit right here. It's small, but it may be enough to get these guys to strike right here. Or no, it's a midge. It's a midge dry fly that I fish wet. And the reason why I fish it wet is because I don't have any dry fly floating right now. So, and it's kind of beat up. But let's see what happens. Yeah, they may not be big, but hey, they're still fun to catch. Alright, I'm just gonna tie me a quick a clinch knot, not even an improved one. I noticed that with these small flies, that just a clinch knot instead of the improved clinch knot holds them good enough because the eye's so small. All right, let's see. It'll fish dry initially, but it's gonna eventually sink under. But yeah, right now it's dry. It's staying on top. And I don't see anything nearby looking at it yet. But let's see. I'll just keep working it. All right. Let's go back out here. I just saw something rising. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's send it out there. I'll just do these short twitches. Oh, I just saw a bass go by. Oh, there's those little guys again. Close. Maybe I can get them to hit this little. There's one looking at it. Two of them looked at it. There's one looking at it now. There he goes. This one's chasing it. He stopped short. There's like 4 or 5 now coming into the area. Oh, that was the hit. Man, that was the hit. Little subtle strike on a little midge dry fly fished wet. There's one looking at it. There he goes, right there. All right, let's see what these guys are. That's what I think I suspected, which were some little bluegill, which explains why they weren't hitting that thief. It was way too big for these guys. All right, little blue golly, first fish of the day. Nice. Hit on a black midge fished wet. All right, good. Good to know, good to know. So that's always a good sign when you start seeing the little bluegill start showing up in the year, because those are fun to catch. All right, let's see if we can get another one to hit. Just kind of drag it slow. All right, I see him back again. Like 2 or 3 cruising the area. Right now I don't see my fly. I'm just watching my fly line, seeing if there's an indication of a strike. All right, nothing. Let's go this way. Yeah, I see some movement to my right. We may go take a look over there here shortly. Definitely like being able to see the fish strike. That's always fun. Oh, looks like a little guy was looking at that one. Oh, they're all little guys right now. All right, let's go back that way. It's funny, there were like 3 or 4 of them all together, and one got interested and just went up and chased the fly I was dragging it through. The other one just went on, all, well, ignoring it. So It's like trout. I'll be out here trout fishing, and there'll be a school of trout going by, and they're ignoring everything, and then just one will just all of a sudden just break away. Like, I'm hungry now, I'm gonna strike. So, yeah, it's kind of weird, isn't it? You know, I guess their buddies aren't hungry, but one of them all of a sudden has a craving for something. Okay. All right. I'm gonna move down a little bit and just see if I can see another one of these bluegill. Look like they're staging to start spawning. Oh yeah, here we go. There's two of them right now. One looking at it. Two looking at it. Little guy looking at it. Okay. I think a little foam grasshopper would work. Keep it right up. Oh, there was a hit. Right above the vegetation. There's one chasing it. That one went right above his nose. Okay, now I'm seeing like 10 or 12 now in this spot. One's breaking away. Two's breaking away. Oh, he didn't go for it. Let's shoot it out here a little bit further. I think I'm seeing some movement way out there too. Very subtle strikes. They're not really attacking it. And it's a small fly, probably a size 12 hook. Yeah, about a size 12, I think. All right, but I definitely see them, and hey, nothing wrong with fishing for some bluegill. Oh, there's a hit right there. That one, oh, that one came up to it. All right, let's see. Let's try it again. So over here are some bluegill staging to spawn, and over here, it looks like there's a hit right there. Ah. And I think all along this section here, it looks like they're staging to set up their beds. And what gives them away is, well, I got a polarized glasses on, and I can see them. There's one playing with it. It's like they're just nipping at it, barely taking it. Other than that one that I just lost. There's one that ran to it. Ah. All right, I'm seeing some shadows right here. Look like there's something chasing it. I can see the wake. He stopped. Ah, he stopped. All right, let's go here. Got a better angle of the light to where I can see the fish and basically sight cast to them. No, let's go here. Little bluegill. Bluegill like to play too. No, I'm not playing with that one. There's one chasing it. There he goes. Ah. Ah. I think he took my fly. No, I got tangled. That one went up and just grabbed it. He wasn't fooling around. It's like all his buddies are just chilling. He's like, hey, I want that. He just went for it. Bummer. You know, and like I was saying, it's like those trout. Well, it looks like with bluegill too, one's gonna say, hey, break from the crowd and say, hey, let's go take that one. So that one hit right away after there. So I'm gonna try like I do when I'm dry fly fishing, just kind of cast it out there, let it sit. And if I don't get a hit, I'll just recast it instead of retrieving it. Just shorten the line here. Okay. Let's see if they'll just come up and hit it. It's almost like they're reacting to the fly dropping into the water. And so if they don't initially hit it, then they move on. So let's see if that happens. Oh, that one chased it. He chased it as was recasting. Let's go back there then. Here, I'll twitch it. Yeah, I see a wake. There he goes. I saw the wake come up behind it. All right. Well, they're not bruisers today, but hey, these are fun. Let's spend the morning of fishing for a little bluegill on a little fly. Okay. All right. Go back. Get bigger. All right. So if you just joined us, yours truly is just out here having some fun on a morning. 57 degrees was the start of the morning. And I've been out here for, I think, maybe 30 minutes, an hour. I don't know, last track of time. And kind of worked the main pond over there, saw some bass, but didn't get any takes. And then I saw some bass here, and I was initially fishing a larger fly, the Thief, probably on a size 8 hook, and had some stuff look at it, but not really go for it. There's one looking at it. And I switched over, to several other flies before settling onto this black midge dry fly. It's mainly because I see some bluegill kind of hanging out in the shallows, and looks like they're staging to start building their beds. Not that aggressive right now, where you'll have them kind of just hanging out, and then all of a sudden one of them just break away from the pack and go for your fly. In this case, it's not a very big fly, probably a size 12. All right, and if you guys want to comment, I'll check out the comments later, as well as if you send any chat stuff. I'm over here doing this from a GoPro to my phone, so not really able to see if anyone's saying anything, but do appreciate y'all joining, and just out here having fun. GoPro mobile fishing live stream, and at least discovered some bluegill in the shallows that want to play every once in a while. All right, so this one, looking at this one. No, let's go back here. I see one kind of hanging out all by his lonesome. No, he looked at it like he was interested. Let's go back down a little bit more. So far I saw bluegill here to my left and over here to my left, and now I'm moving over more to my right, and yeah, I see some more bluegill. These are actually closer in. Let's see if I can get one of them interested in the fly. Oh, there's the hit. Nice. This guy wasn't messing around. Ah, lost him. Let's do it again. Yeah, he came up and hit it. All right. I'm using a barbless hook, I think. So if I loosen up on the slack, I typically will lose the fly or lose the fish. Plus, well, user error also. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got some blue golly that don't want to hit, they just want to look. It's like they're window shopping. Come on. Let's see. I only caught 2, but there's definitely some bluegill here. More than 2. Okay, come on, come on. No, not there. Let's go back this way. I got my polarized glasses, so So I'm able to see at the right angle fish come up and take it. I was just doing the no movement, then some movement, and it looks like it's just a mix, so just try different things. I see a little turtle, like a baby turtle. All right. I see a little one close by. Let's see if I can drop it right on him. See if I can get him to be interested. There's a hit. Yeah. I think that may be the same one that I just lost. All right. A little bit bigger than the other ones. All right, so they're not very aggressive. Every once in a while you'll get a hit. Should pick up in the summer or the spring as things warm up. You probably catch one every cast. All right, now it's just kind of pick at them. See if you can get one to hit. No special retrieve other than just kind of drag it through the area and watch for them to chase it, as well as just immediately grab it. Okay, I'm gonna move over to the right some more. See if I can find some more of these guys hanging out. Yeah, there's some more. I see at least, oh, there's one chasing it. I see at least 5 of them. All right. Oh, and he's off. All right. They're here. Let me go tighten up on my line. I don't think I need as much line anymore. There's a hit. Oh, he chased it. Came right behind it. Another one coming behind it. Looking at it. I'll twitch it. Nope. Oh, tree fish. Nope. Got him off. Now I got some kind of weird leaf on there. Yeah, Alan was looking at a leaf that I tossed into the water. Okay, he's looking at it. These seem to be more aggressive. There's about, I'd say, guesstimating about 20 right now in this spot. All in about a, 8-foot radius. More like 4-foot radius. There's one, he tapped at it. This one's looking at it. Okay. I'll try a twitch and let it sit, retrieve. This one's kind of looking at it behind it. All right, let's pop it out here again. All right, come on, Ghost Rider. Right here. They're here, I see them. There's one looking at it. Yeah, he nipped at it. He kind of tapped at it. All right, let's go back out that way. See a turtle. Turtle. Oh, that one had it. I missed it. Pulled it right out of his mouth. This one's looking at it. That one got it. I saw the fly disappear. That's why I set the hook on that one. Didn't see the fish, just the fly disappeared. Nice. Yeah, you gotta, sometimes when you can't see and you're kind of blindly doing it, but you can see your fly in the water, set that hook. Set that hook when you see that fly, or you don't see that fly. And right now it's a grizzly hackle, so it's just barely visible in this water today, but it's enough. There's one looking at it. That one went for it quickly. Got off. All right, let's do this again. Looks like I got some more action right now. And like I was saying, watch that one I set because I saw the line move, but earlier I set one based on the fly disappearing. Okay, didn't see any indication of a strike other than the fly disappeared. This one, I saw my line move. And yeah, like they're not very big. Took me about 30 minutes, an hour or so to figure out where this spot was and make some adjustments on the fly. But settled on to this little guy, this black midge, size 14, size 12. And found a spot where they want to play, at least right now, but they'll stop. It's like stop and go. Not consistent, but enough to keep me interested. Or keep them interested. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I see them, I'll definitely answer them. Okay. And they're not very big right now, but they're big enough to keep me interested. Of course, I'll fish really small fish too with my micro fly rod, just cause it's fishing and it's still fun. All right, let's go off to the right, left a little bit. See if these guys are interested again. So I kind of worked my way from my left to right and kind of let them rest a little, and then I'll come back around again and see if they're interested again. Oh, cool dog over there, little Maltese it looks like. Yours truly has a little Maltese. Call him Charlie. He's another member of the field team, City of Island Fishing Field Team, COAF on YouTube. Gotta do my little commercial. We do have a mobile. Oh, there's it. That one was chasing it. I saw the wake on it, and as he came in and got more aggressive, I kind of did a shorter retrieve or short pull. Oh, look at that. He's the biggest one so far. Maybe 5 inches. Yeah, all right, cool. Looks like things are picking up. And notice he was a little bit further out than the rest of them. See that? Barbless hook came right off. So maybe the bigger ones are out deeper. You never know. You just got to place your fish by ear. All right. Let's cast back out. I also do have a website, mobilefisherman.com. And there you'll find a bunch of different posts, as well as some old archive posts from past blogs and websites I had. And if you search on it, check it out. There's about 1,500 posts in there over the years. So maybe there's something that may capture your interest or questions. And that site is mobilefisherman, all one word.com. All right, I see some beds out there, out in the distance, or at least shadows of fish. There's one chasing it. There he goes. That was the wake. Okay, I saw his wake come up behind it, and I kind of just kept movement on the line to keep him interested, and he struck. Okay, so different ways that I've caught them today from a indication standpoint is, one, the initial hit right when I cast, and boom, they hit it. The other one is I can see them kind of tail behind it because I got my polarized glasses. In this case, I caught another style fish, a pole fish. And the other one is I'll see their wake where they come behind it. And then the other one that I did today is where the fly disappears. I don't see the fish. I see my fly just under the water. Barely see it, but it's still visible, and it disappears on me. So I set the hook, and then finally that wake piece, or I think I said that already. I see the wake. And what it is just a hump in the water behind your fly as you're bringing it in. And what I do then is I just kind of keep the little erratic retrieve or steady retrieve, depending on what they want, to see if I can elicit a strike. And sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And that is fishing. Okay, let's see if there's something this way. Okay. And I don't talk too loud when I'm out here because, well, it's public and, you know, who wants to hear someone yakking away while you're trying to go. Oh, there's a hit. He's coming behind it. That one's the bubble where he comes up and he strikes it. Sort of like when you see a trout coming up behind you and porpoising on you. I missed that strike. There's one looking at it. I see him now. I see my fly sitting there. I see him behind it. Now, he turned away or disinterested. Okay, so while I'm fishing, if you notice, if you can tell, maybe see the kind of indication of to set the hook. And I'll explain what I do each time. So right now, I'm just kind of looking. I don't see my fly. I'm looking at the end of my fly line, looking for any indication there of a strike. I don't see my fly, and I don't see any movement behind it, as if there's a wake or something chasing it. Over here, I just cast and I let it sit for a little bit. Now I'm just going to bring it in, still looking at the end of my fly line where it meets the leader. And now I can see the, I got some junk. Now I can see the fly, and now I'm paying attention to the fly. So just to step you through what I'm doing, cast it out. It's way out there. I'm just looking at the end of my fly line for any indication of a strike. Could be a hesitation in the line. It could be a pull on the line. It could be anything. And then I still don't see my fly. But as I do see my fly, I'll start paying attention to that. Now I see my fly, and now I can see behind it also. So one, if I see the fish strike, or if I don't see the fish, but I see my fly disappear, I set the hook. So quick lesson in, well, what works for me, more of a suggestion. You know, I'm an average Joe. I'm not an expert fisherman. A lot of people, you know, professionals know more than yours truly. I'm just showing you this is what I do. And sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. Okay, I see my fly. And bummer. All right, let's go this way again. End of my line, where the fly line meets the leader. Watching for that hesitation. Nothing yet. Okay, now I see my fly. And nothing. All right, I'm gonna cast one more time out this way, and then I'm gonna move over to the right some more. Okay, same thing. Looking at the end of my line. I do barely see my fly. And I see my fly and no fish behind it. All right, let's go over here. Alrighty. So I'm gonna walk back and not actually walk up onto the bank yet. I'm just gonna kind of look. I see some clear spots, looks like some fish kind of hanging out. And then over here to my right in front of me, as well as to the left, I see that. And now I'm gonna stay back and cast just to kind of test the waters here so I don't spook anything. And I'm stepping pretty lightly, not kind of stomping right up to it. And just kind of working my way up closer, making sure I fish up close to like clear the spot. Basically, there's the hit. That one I saw the fish come up behind it. There's a little guy. Yeah, he's a little guy. All right. So that one is setting the hook because I see him. That one is just because he came up and hit it. These are little, so they're not. They're very I guess aggressive when they want to be. All right, this one I see the fly. Now I see a fish behind it. He's little, kind of nipped at it. Still see the fly, and I still see the fish. Oh, he went away, turned away. Okay, here I see the fish. Barely see my fly. Now I'm just kind of reeling it in, looking. I don't see anything behind it. Let's pop it out. These look smaller compared to the ones I was seeing off to my left. Here I'm just watching the end of my fly line. Looking for something. Hesitation? Pause? A twitch? A fish maybe. All right. Let's do it again. Cast it out there. Watching my line. I see a wake behind it. Slight wake, like a hump. Nope, he slowed down. Now I see my fly. There's a fish behind it. Oh, fly disappeared. Shoot, missed it. Well, can't catch them all. But that one, I started with the fly line, looking at that. Then I saw my fly, and then I saw the fish coming right behind it. And it disappeared, but I missed him. Here I can see the fly. No fish behind it. Or can't tell. And yeah, now I definitely see that there's no fish behind it. This one's close. I'm sight casting to it. I see the fish. I see my fly. Goes right in front of his nose. And he ignores me. All right. Sometimes some of my dates were like that. Okay, let's do this again. Come on, buddy. Let me hook you up. Nope. Got a non-player here. All right. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Looking at my fly. And no fish there. Yeah, these guys don't seem as big as well as aggressive, except for that one first initial strike I had. Okay, this one I saw some movement behind it, but I don't think it was to my fly. There's the strike. Okay, this guy was trailing it. I saw my fly and the fish. He snipped at it, but he didn't go for it. And here I'm increasing the speed on it, just on my retrieve, kind of dragging my rod to the right, from left to right, and looking for something to come up behind it. And nothing there. All right, let's walk a little bit further. Walk back again, and let's see. I see some stuff in the water. Possibly fish, but can't really tell, so I'm gonna just blind cast. All right, that fly is sitting on top. Oh, now it just went under. Okay, no. Okay, here I'm just slowing it down, kind of testing the waters. Don't see my fly, just see my fly line. Oh, hooked onto something. All right, that was a hit, but I missed it. My line twitched. Slow reaction for yours truly. But something nipped at it, enough to cause a little twitch in the line. What do you think I'm doing now? I'm looking at the end of my fly line. I just barely see my fly. So now I'm paying attention to the fly. And I can see close to it, around it, and I see no fish. So let's move on. Let's go to another spot. All right, let's see. Looks like there's more stuff here. Something just moved in the shallows. All right, and then I do see some clear areas further out. So I'm gonna just test the waters and get it out there and see what happens. Okay, I can see my fly. No fish around it. Do it again. Barely see my fly. Look like, no, I think I saw a fish, but I wasn't sure. Okay. This one I'm watching my fly line. I can't see my fly. I see my fly now. Nope. All right. Nothing. All right, let's walk further down. May have to call it quits here soon. I think we got some other things to do today. I think there's like a wine pickup over there in McKinney that we need to go to. Oh, there's a bass I see. He wasn't interested in this little fly though. See some little bluegill cruising. All right. Okay, I see some, what look like some beds out here for bluegill, or at least where they're kind of hanging out. But I don't see them. No, they're not wanting to play. All right, let's go back here. Let's go over here by the culvert, and usually you can see some bluegill readily by the culvert, as well as bass. Let's see, I'm still live. Am I live still? Yeah, okay. All right. So I'm walking up, standing back, and let's see. Haven't seen anything yet. But usually there's something hanging out. Let's just kind of cast and see what happens. Oh, there we go. I'm watching my fly. From this angle I can see my fly and any fish that maybe come up behind it. Well, I guess they don't want to play today here. Here I can see my fly just under the surface. If I see it disappear, I'll set the hook. All right, no joy here. Let's go to the mouth of the feeder creek. Okay, so this whole area used to be deeper, and then of course over the years it's kind of silted over. They did do some work at the lower pond and made it deeper, but it's been a while since they did anything else with the other parts of the pond. I see a lot of clear areas and vegetation, open areas in the vegetation, but I don't see any any fish hanging out there yet. Back over here, I'm looking. Oh, I see a nice bass over here up by the shore. And here, I'm gonna walk up there and scare it. And that'll give you an idea of what I mean about how you walk up stealthily instead of just walking up to the bank. So here. Well, dang, he didn't want to move. He's still right there. And he's going away. Well, that was a bad example. That's a very bad example because this guy's still sitting here. I don't think he's going to hit my fly though. That's a little fly. All right, well, I guess sometimes you can stomp up to the bank. I still wouldn't recommend it though. All right, let's stay back here and see if there's a bluegill lurking over here that wants to come and play. Usually, and it's very clear here, so I'm paying attention more to my fly and this area around it to see if I can see anything kind of sneaking up on me. All right, that's further out, so now I'm just going to pay attention to my line till I see the fly. Really clear. I don't see any fish though. Wonder if they're on the other side. Let's go and set up for a longer cast here. Oh, forgot I need to check my phone here. Okay. This would be a nice open area to maybe catch a bass. That may be lurking in here. Let me see if I can get it out there to the other side. Okay. Yeah, you can cast pretty good with this thing. It's only 5 feet, but I don't have my shooting head on here, just the weight forward line and little 4-weight, but it's still castable. I mean, see, you can get it out there. Oh, that one grabbed. There we go. It's still going out there. See? Not very big, shorter than me. I'm not very tall. Okay. Here I'm just looking at the line as well as behind it because it's clear enough from this angle I can kind of pay attention to what may be tracking behind it. But it looks like it may be a no-go today because normally you'll see some bass come up immediately. Not bass, but bluegill come up immediately in this one section here. They seem to be ready to take anything coming in from the feeder creek. But right now, it looks like they're just kind of, well, absent. So hey, let's go back where we were and see if we can get some more of those little guys to hit bluegill on beds. Or correction, bluegill in the shallows, not yet on beds, but it looks like they're getting close. Oh, caught a tree fish. Bummer. All right, let's get that off. All right, got it. All right, we'll take up some line. We're just gonna work our way back this way, south end of the back pond, and work our way along this shallow area and see if I can get some more of these guys to play. And the fly I'm using, it's sort of a midge right here. It's basically a variant of a Griffith's gnat. I wanted a longer shank, but I also wanted the grizzle hackle, and I don't think I used any peacock herl. I just went with black thread, and it was a quick tie, and it seems to work. It's worked on bass, on bluegill and trout, and right now it seems to be working on bluegill, as long as I can find them. And so let's go back over here where we first started getting them, and then we'll work back where we were earlier. So we're working left to right. We're going to stay away from the bank and kind of walk up onto the bank so we don't spook anything. Even though I was trying to demonstrate that you shouldn't step up or stomp up to the bank, there was a bass that I was able to stomp up to, and he did not spook. So, but I still suggest don't just stomp up to the bank. Kind of go stealthily back. All right, so just stay back this way. And oh, I'm in the junk. Okay. Now I'm sight casting at this point. Okay. Here I'm just watching my fly as I can see a fish behind it looking at it. He's little. All right. It's kind of funny. Further to my right, there was one section where they seemed more aggressive. Here it was like one had to break away from the pack before you got the strike. Okay, let's go back that way. Okay, there's one trailing behind it. He's little. Yeah, he's little. Okay. Trailing. There's one trailing behind it again. Little guy. Let's move down. Okay. There's one looking at it. Another one looking at it. Just barely see it. There's, I see the wake. Oh, that was the wake, and I pulled it away from him. Okay, I barely see my fly. Okay, let's do it again. Back this way. See my fly. All right, let's go back this way. Just gonna step over a little bit more. I see them. There's a wake. There's one, now I see him. He just tipped, he's nipping at it. Ah, he had it in his mouth. Okay, this one I can see my fly. All right, let's recast. Barely see my fly. Let's go this way.
Morning, Glenn.
Good morning. See some here. You guys get anything?
Oh, we just got here.
Oh. I just got these little bluegill. Oh, there's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
So we got some little bluegill wanting to play. Well, a little bit harder now, but here we'll see. All right, let's see. No, All right, so we'll just keep working our way down. See if we can find the aggressive school. Okay, cast it out. Just watching my line. Now I see my fly. Barely see it. Looking for it. Oh, there's the strike. Ah, that one was just a swirl, and I missed him. Okay, barely see my fly. There's one running behind. I see the fish now. He's just staring at it though. Okay. See my fly. I see the fish. He doesn't want it. Toying with my feelings here. Let's try it further out. Yeah, I've been able to do these. Oh, there's the hit. I've been able to do these live streams longer because I've got that external battery pack now, so the GoPro doesn't overheat. Guys are interested in doing your own mobile live streaming, definitely take a look at it. I think I put a link or something somewhere. I'll put one on this one also, probably in the comments. But I've been happy with it so far. Been able to stream for over an hour, and that mainly was because I decided to stop versus the GoPro telling me I had to stop. Okay, let's see if we get one more, and then I think I have to call it quits because, well, we do have that wine pickup today over there at Landon Winery. Joined their wine club. We got several wine clubs that I've been into over the years. Oh, there's the hit. Oh, that was a fish. He swallowed it and I lost it. Oh man, maybe we found the aggressive school. Let's try it again here. Okay, I see the fly, so I pay attention more to the fly than my line. And right now I think the angle of the sun, and with these polarized glasses I'm able to see further out. Earlier when I was casting this far I couldn't see the fly, and I would just pay attention to the end of my line. Now I cast a little bit further out and get a view of the line, or of the fly. And I already had 2 missed strikes here. There's the fly, but no fish behind it. Okay, let's try it again over here. All right, nothing. Okay, let's move over. Okay, I don't see the fly. I see the fly now. I see a wake, I see the fish. I see a bass too. There's 3 fish. 3 fish. None of them wanted it. There's, that one was him taking it. He rose up and struck at it and I missed him. All right, that was line movement. Looks like the steady movement on the line. Some junk on that one. That was a hit, I think. I wasn't paying attention. There's the hit. Well, that one was blatant. You could see that. All right, I think we found the aggressive section again. So, okay, yeah, they're about that big, it looks like. The other one was bigger than I'd caught earlier, but for the most part they've been about like this or smaller. So, all right, that was fun. Well, let's see, I said one more, but well, I haven't started counting yet, so let's try again. That's how I drove my kids crazy. Dad, you said one more, and I'd tell them, well, I hadn't started counting yet. There's a hit. That's the wake. He's coming behind it is what I saw. A wake. Okay. I can barely see my fly. There's the strike. I missed it. There's the strike, and he's on. Nope, he's off. Yeah, this section's more aggressive. All right. Watching my fly. Watching my fly. I can see behind it, and there's nothing chasing it. Let's go back out. Watching my fly. I see the fish, came right behind it, and then he took off. Okay. See my fly, see the fish. Just looking at it. Try it again. Don't see my fly. Looking at my line. See my fly. Don't see a fish. Oh, there's a fish now. Nope. It's like they become disinterested in it. Okay, here. That cast, I was mainly looking at my line because the angle of the from my angle in that direction, couldn't see my fly. Okay, here I'm mainly looking at the fly now, but earlier just the line. Okay, looks like we scared off the aggressive ones. Let's go back this way. See my fly. I see a shadow behind it. I think it was a fish. Okay. Hey, look, a fish. It's right here. Wonder if it's one of the ones I caught earlier. Okay. Let's do this again. It's weird, that one section, they were just tearing it up and then they quit. Okay, I see my fly, but I don't see a fish. See a turtle. Turtle, turtle, turtle. Nope. Let's go this way. Nope. Excuse me. Had to sneeze. Holy cow. Sorry. Trying this kind of a steady, keep the fly moving retrieve. Earlier, the bigger ones were going for it. Yeah, I think something's up with my fly. I think I got something on it. Let's go check it out. Like hooked onto something. Oh, it's junk. Bunch of junk. Look at that. The greenery. I think some people call it the green snot. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I bent the hook. That's probably why I'm missing a bunch of these guys. Here, let me grab my forceps and fix that real quick. So what's happened is the hook bend is narrowed, or the gap right here, and that might explain why I've been missing some of these guys. So got my trusty forceps, and I think I'm ready to go again. So let's see if that helps my hookup rate. First, I got to get a fish to come and pay attention to my fly line, or my fly. So we'll just work our way back. Let's go back out here. Nope. Day nada. Denied. I guess this will be the last fish. I guess I started counting, so oh well. Let's do this. Let's get it. Let's get one more. Oh, I see some further out. Further out. We just cast past them and see if I can drag the line to them. Or there's a fly, or there he is. That was the wake. Now I see the fish, but he didn't go for it. So I saw the wake behind it and miss it. See a turtle coming. There's the wake. There we go. All right. I saw a wake come up behind it, and that's why I was getting ready to set the hook. And I got him. All right. Well, guess make sure you have your gap on your hook corrected if you do bend it. And in this case, watch for the wake. And all right, I guess I lied again. I'm going to try catching another one, even though I started counting. So, oh, bummer on me. But hey, why leave? Why leave right now? Of course, that's probably why I got in trouble over the years when I said I was going fishing for an hour and it'd be like 4 hours later. Have you been guilty of that? I have. All right, I see some shadow behind it. Little guy. Oh, that was a little guy. I felt it. I felt the nip as he grabbed it. There's a hit. These are those little ones. There's a hit. That was a line movement. That's the wake, plus I see it. Came up behind it. Watching the fly. Watching the fly. Let's go back this way. Oh, I see a fish. 2 of them. See if I can get them to hit. See if I can get them to hit. See my fly. No, they didn't come for it. Still see my fly. That one didn't go for it. Watching the end of my line. Nope, I see a wake. There we go. Ah. Saw the wake come right behind it. All right, let's do that again. Okay. There's the wake. There it is. Nice. All right. So yeah, a bunch of different ways to watch for that indication of a strike. You got the visual of actually seeing the fly being taken. The non-as visual, where you see your fly disappear, but you don't actually see the fish. And you got the line movement, the wake. Right here again, that's the wake coming right behind it. All right. Right there. And then of course you see the rise where they just come up and just tear it up. And in all cases, it's indication of a strike, but you still gotta time it right. Sometimes some are easier than others. So let's see, here I'm watching the end of my line, looking for any line movement, possibly a wake coming behind it. All right, now I see my fly and I don't see a fish behind it. Let's go back out. Let's take out some more line. See if there's something on the edge of where I've been casting. cast pretty far with this thing. Surprised. And what's convenient about it is it breaks up nicely into a nice package, so I have it ready to go. Because you know, sometimes you're at work and you get off early, or lunchtime break, or after the day job break. It's a good opportunity to do some fishing. Okay. Did I say I was going to catch one more? Or that was the last fish? Well, I lied again. Dang it. No wonder I burned out my kids from fishing. All right, watching the end of my line. Just watching the end of my line. I can't see the fly. It's pretty far out there. All right, nope. All right, let's do this. Right there. End of my line. End of my line. Let's see. No hesitation, nothing. Still don't see my fly. Now I see the fly. Nope. Let's keep it short. See my fly. See the fly again. Nope. All right, let's go here real quick. Earlier, that really aggressive school was to my right, and then seemed to be bigger too, some of the fish. So I want us to just kind of see. Go take up some line. Okay, we don't need that much line. Okay, watching the end of my line. Don't see my fly yet. Now I see my fly barely. And I don't see a fish. So let's recast. Let's go this way. End of my line. Looking for anything. There's a fish. Oh, he's little. Turned away. Turned away. All right. And the other thing to keep in mind when you're fishing is make sure you hook your finger onto the line as you're retrieving it, so that you're ready to set the hook. You kind of do this at the same time. If you do this and not, and you set the hook, you're gonna have a hard time setting the hook because you're moving your rod and line at the same time instead of just having the line set and moving the line and hook. So make sure you have your finger right here. All right. And keep your rod tip low. Gives you more room to strike and rip their lips out if you need to. Rip thy lips. That's the rip thy lips technique. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I see my fly, but I don't see a fish. Okay, try it again. Let's go this way. All right, this is gonna be the last fish. This will be the last fish because I do have to go. All right. Oh, someone's got one. Ooh, look over there. Got some nice one there. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a bass. Let's get this on camera. All right, good to see that there's some bass here. So yeah, they're on their beds. Let's check it out.
There's his buddy right here. Also, his buddy's swimming with him. Come catch his buddy. He's swimming after him.
Let's see if he brings them in. Looks like a nice one. Let's take a break from yours truly and let's go to this live action bass catch. Let me clear my line while we're doing this. All right. Bass on beds. Nice. Y'all see that? All right. Okay, cool. All right. There are bass on beds here. All right, let's get back to this. Let me catch my one last fish and then I'll call it quits. All right, there's a wake. There's a wake behind it. That was the wake. All right, let's try that again. Watching my line. There's the wake. That was the wake. Y'all see that? Okay, this is the last fish. All right, just again to recap the different ways I was able to determine if I needed to set the hook. One was actual see the fish take it. Two was my fly disappearing. Got polarized glasses. I could see my fly in the water, but I couldn't see the fish, but it would disappear, so I would set the hook. The other one was the line itself moving as if something took the fly. I can't see the fly, can't see the fish, but I can see my line twitch, so I set the hook there. And then the other one was actually seeing a visual where the fish came up and struck the fly. So all of them I used today. Maybe there was a couple other ones that I don't even remember now. I'll have to go look at the video again and see. Here's what I was using. Little 2-3 Echo Ion fly reel. Got the whole line of them from 2-3 all the way up to 10 something, the big one. And I got the Cabela's TQR 5'6" 4-weight. It's actually 5 foot because I did break the tip years ago, and I just added new rod guide, and guess what? I can still cast it pretty good using just a weight forward 4-weight line. Yeah, 4-weight. One that I picked up from Cabela's also. Nothing fancy, and I've been using this. It's a Griffiths net variant, longer shank. I thought I was using a midge at first, but it's the Griffiths net, and I fished it wet. All right, let me go ahead and shut things down. Appreciate y'all joining. If you do have any comments, leave that in the comments, and I'll definitely check them out when I have the opportunity.